What's up, YouTube? This is my 2016 Polaris Sportsman 850 HO. I bought it about 8 months ago, and I love the thing. 78 horsepower, I think it is. Stands up, no problem doing wheelies. You don't even have to pull it up, but you hit it wide open, it stands up on its own. 26-inch tall. What is that? CST tires, I guess. It's not the best. They're pretty cheap. A little bit of tread on there. I got about 20 hours on it, so it's still a baby. I just it had a recall on it, so if you do buy one of these, this is the HO model, which I don't think is much different about it. All it does is, I think it has a bigger throttle body, and the map sensor is a little bit different, I guess. They did just replace, if you look back here, this shield right here. They put in this shield right here, and there's one more shield right here, and up in here they put this in, because when I bought it I noticed that it was getting hot here. It gets super hot right here and right up in here, and you can actually see where the heat shield is. Love this machine. I have a 2011 Honda Recon, but this is nothing. This is no comparison to this. But it has 3 headlights. I love it. It is cooled. It is water cooled. Let me see if I can get this off. It's just 2 little snaps, and you can get this whole front rack off. It's a bit dirty. I got about 200 miles on it. The fan, the radiator, here's the coolant. You can actually get to it right there too if you need to. These are preloaded adjustable shocks. Yeah, it's a beast. It's kind of loud. It ain't too bad though. It is an 850 though, so dipsticks there if you need to change your oil. That little plate, I don't know if you can see that plate right there. Take them 2 bolts off. I take the 2 bolts off and I leave the other one on, slide it out the way. And the oil filter and the drain plugs there. And here's a couple things I keep in it. It comes with a kit. Check your tires. Just a couple little things in here. This right here, the dealership told me it was for adjusting your front and rear shocks on each side. I just have them whatever they set them at. I haven't changed them. It's a real plush ride. It is the softest setup I got on here right now. It's all the way down. But I have a pros and cons video I'm going to be putting up, but let's see right here. RPM, fuel, time, hours, has a trip meter. There's 140 miles. I don't know what that, 140 miles. Another trip to your RPM, and back to hours. It actually shows down here when you need to get it serviced right here. 41 more hours I get it serviced. All your different sensors in there, you can see that, and then your mile per hour too, but it does tell you your RPM also, so that's pretty nice. You got your fuses here. If I can get that open. Okay, maybe I can't. Your fuses in there, your batteries right here. If you need to get your battery, you just take these 2 screws off and this comes off. Fuel tank. You all pretty much know the rest. The one thing I did like is the storage in here. Not that I keep beers in here, but I think I could put about 7 beers in. I got a water bottle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Most people, oh no, one more, 8. So I can fit a little over a 6-pack and a few waters. But normally I just keep in there 2 waters and a tow rope and this. But actually, it's really roomy. And all the videos I see, because when I bought this thing, or before I bought this thing, I was trying to look it up, see if anybody had videos, but nobody posted anything. So this is a 16. The back rack is 240 pounds, if you were wondering. And the front is 120, with the rack on, of course. The seat's really comfortable, actually. The 17s are a little bit more plush. The seat's a little bit nicer. The only thing, I have a couple pros and cons, but I'll discuss that in the next video. Get your brake pedal, and then one on this side. It does have two-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and it does have the engine braking that is kind of a pain in the butt at first because everything's new, but it has a 1.25" receiver, which I wasn't excited about. I didn't really like that, but it's 78 horsepower, 1,500 pound it can tow, and the ground clearance I think is 11.5. And some of them come with winches. Mine did not, but if you do get a winch, the fair lead goes across here, and that's where you put it. It has a little hook up here. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I got about 20 hours on it. It does, I think it's a 5 gallon or 5.25 gallons it takes for the fuel. And then it also has, here, let me move this out the way. The seat comes up, and then you can get to your air box, and here's all your breather tubes and stuff are all running around. They did replace this one too, or they put this heat shield in right here. You can see that. So, and then they had to reroute some of the, I guess, the air intake right here. They put this in. This is new, and all this is the same. But that's where your air filter goes right there. I haven't needed to change that yet, but yep, I think that's about it. Let me start it up for you guys so you can hear it. It ain't too loud. We have low beam and high beam. Now the one thing I like that I haven't used, they got a little 12-volt plug right there, and I think that's it. So, yep, that's it.